Hi, my name is Ryan Handel, co-founder and CEO of FIXE. We founded FIXE 6 years ago in order to better streamline, automate bookkeeping for restaurants. I own restaurants, thought what I was getting was a bunch of crap, thought to solve it a little bit better, and that's how FIXE kind of came to fruition. So some people ask me, what are some things that I could do as a restaurant owner, some financial hacks in order to help me save some money or maybe put some money in my pocket along the way? Well, here are 4 things that are easy to do in order to put some extra money in your own pocket. 1, if I were starting a restaurant today, one thing that I would definitely do is create a money market or a savings account that has a little bit of higher interest. Nowadays, maybe you can get 4 or 5%. Maybe you do an investment account. That's up to you, how much risk you're willing to take. The reason why I would do that is because every single day you're collecting sales tax. It's sitting in your bank account. It's earning no interest. And before you know it, it's sitting in there 30, 45 days before you have to pay it to the government when you could have been earning interest in that, right? So as long as cash flow is not an issue, I would create that account. I would transfer things into there on a weekly basis, earn that interest, and then pull it out whenever you need it. It's money that could be in your pocket, and before you know it, if you're a restaurant that's doing a few $1 million a year in sales, that could be an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a year in interest that just falls in your pocket and you didn't even need to do anything for it. Number 2, the next thing I would do is a lot of restaurants, when they open up, they've raised money, and assuming you've raised money correctly and you have a lot of cash in your bank account and working capital, that's the best time to apply for a line of credit. So a lot of times, and I've done this myself, in fact, recently, people try to apply for a line of credit or try to get extra money when they actually need it. The truth is, you should actually try to get money when you don't need it, right? When you actually have money, because it's better with banks that you actually have this cash as collateral for a line of credit. Now, they might ask for some operating history and things like that, but don't apply for a line of credit when you need it at the last second. You should be applying for it when you have a lot of cash in your bank account, whether that's in the very beginning or after your first few months of operation. It doesn't cost you any money besides some closing costs with the bank, which will be maybe a couple of grand, but it will be a lifeline for you if you ever want to expand or if you run into some hard times with seasonality. The line of credit is super helpful and super valuable, and I highly advise doing it. Number 3 is ask for rebates with your vendors. I've talked about this in other videos or other posts, but ultimately your relationships with your vendors, it is a two-way relationship. A lot of times restaurants try to get the best price possible, but the best price possible might not be in their best value. Maybe it's when your orders get delivered to make sure your orders get delivered at the time that you want. Or what I advise is instead of getting the best price possible, you should at least negotiate to try to get rebates on a quarterly basis. At least with the rebates on the quarterly basis, you know that you're going to be getting them and it's kind of newfound money. Whereas when you try to negotiate the best price possible, often those vendors 3 months down the road, they end up changing them on you and you don't even notice it. And then you're kind of back to square one. So negotiate for rebates, and that will be a lifeline for sure along the way. The 4th and final financial hack that I would do is regarding third-party apps. Nowadays, a lot of the third-party apps are giving you money up front in order to be exclusive with them. This doesn't work for every restaurant and it doesn't work for every customer. But with customers that are just dipping their toe into the third-party app atmosphere with DoorDash or Uber Eats, and they're maybe more full-service restaurant and it's not the biggest part of their business per se, they don't want to open the floodgates to every app underneath the moon. So if you're committed to testing this out and to trying it, well, I strongly advise commit to one app, get a better rate, and then they will usually give you money up front to go exclusive. And if you're a restaurant that's already on these apps and you're already doing both Uber Eats and DoorDash, you should still have that conversation with them so you at least know what that dollar value could be good for, could be in your pocket, right? Now, sometimes a lot of these restaurants, the fast casuals especially, they need to be on every app. I get it, and I would never tell you to not do that, but you should at least explore it because nowadays restaurants have more negotiating power than they did a few years ago with these apps. So again, let's just recap. The 4 things that I would do is create a savings account or a money market account so you could put sales tax and extra cash off to the side. 2, apply for a line of credit when you have cash. Don't wait for the last second. 3, ask for rebates from your vendors. They often will, as long as you don't try to grind them too hard on price. And to be honest, if you grind them on price, they're going to get you back in other ways down the road. And then 4, look at the third-party apps. Maybe you can go exclusive and get some additional monies as a deposit or an exclusivity kind of licensing deal. Those are some of the things that I think are very useful nowadays. Hopefully this helps you out when you're trying to start your own restaurant. Again, this is coming from my own experience. If you think what we're saying is a bunch of crap, leave a comment down below. If you made it this far in the video, leave a green heart down below as well. Appreciate the time. Hope all is well. Thanks.